Hey friends, you're literally sitting in my medicine cabinet. I never film in my bathroom, although I have tried filming multiple get ready with me type videos before. I never film in here because my camera has a really hard time focusing on me. It wants to focus on the shower curtain, but ow, I have to film in here today because otherwise I don't know when I'm going to talk to you when it comes to kind of like the morning and telling you about our insane morning. So first things first, this is something new. So this is, Cernan went through Starbucks, we both needed it, and got me a grande iced coffee. Grande iced coffee, no sweetener or anything, no sugar-free syrup this time. Grande iced coffee. I poured about half of my grande iced coffee in here and half of a cookies and cream Premier protein. Y'all know I'm not intermittent fasting, but I am tracking my macros, and I picked up those Premier proteins because when I track my macros, I frequently notice that I'm low on my protein. Not all the time, but sometimes. So I'm just trying something new. I'm still not like eating anything like food wise, but I just kind of wanted to see like if I bump up my coffee with that protein shake, if it'll help my macros, you know, kind of later in the day when I check in on them. So when I check them. So we shall see. My plan is to drink this before we leave, and then when we leave, make another one with the rest of the Premier protein and the rest of my iced coffee. And I just kind of feel like it's like two birds with one stone, right? Like I'm getting a little bit more protein, and I'm also getting my caffeine in. And I think it is going to be a learning curve if it's something like I decide to do. I think I am going to kind of have to tailor like what I eat midday. I don't think I'm going to be able to have like a really big lunch because I'm already getting like 30 grams of protein. And because now I'll be really good with protein, I'll probably have to be thinking more about my fats. But that's okay because I am like really gung-ho about this week. I'm like I said, I want to track again. I want to feel like I want to be a little bit more disciplined with myself this week. And for me, y'all know tracking is the way that I do that. So that is that. I got on the scale this morning and I weighed 139.8. Y'all know I'm always bouncing between 137 and 140. I'll put up on the screen what I weighed last week. I'm not really like, you know, excuse me, I'm not really thinking to myself, oh, you're not losing or you gained this much or whatever. I'm still on my period, so that always you know, changes things. And I haven't had, as Nadine likes to say, the whoosh yet because I'm still on it. So once my period's done, I will probably drop. I usually drop between like 2 and 4 pounds. So oh no, just messed that up. So we shall see. Y'all will not even believe what I just did. I just put my concealer all right here. I always put concealer here to like cover my melasma, then put my primer on top of it. That's good. That makes sense. Dear Lord. Okay, that's how much I have needed coffee. That's how much I need coffee this morning. Okay, so this morning, like I mentioned in my grocery haul video, I will link that in the cards if you haven't seen it. Cernan and I had a discussion about my work schedule, and we decided that I would just kind of tailor it to what made me feel comfortable to where I don't feel like I'm losing my mind anymore. So this morning, I normally have 2 classes. I have a 5 o'clock and a 5:40. I decided to request off the 5 o'clock because that's kind of the hardest part for me is getting up at 4:30. And that's kind of like what affects the rest of my day. It's really like not a problem for me to get up at like 5:15. So around 5 o'clock, Daisy's screaming in her room, which is not like her. She's just not that's just not her, it's just like not her vibe. Even when she wakes up in the morning, like she doesn't cry. She doesn't cry when we put her down for bed. Like she's just not a crier. So we knew something was wrong. And we were like, oh, I wonder if she had like a nightmare or what. So we kind of waited to see like if she was going to continue crying or if it was going to stop. So she cried for like maybe a minute and a half and then it stopped. So we're starting to like, okay, like maybe she went back to bed. And then it started again like 30 seconds later. And I told him, I'm like, I have to get up in like 10 minutes to start getting all my stuff ready for work. Do you want to go in there? He's like, yeah, what do you think I should do? Meaning like, should he like scoop her out and like get her day started, or you know, what should he do? And I was like, yeah, just, you know, get her in bed, because we could tell she was out of bed. I was like, get her in bed, you know, try to sing to her, because normally she doesn't get up nowadays. She doesn't get up till like 7. So this was like really early. So he goes in there. Meanwhile, like my alarm's about to go off in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh God, I have to get up. He goes in there and she is like, then she starts screaming even louder, like bloody murder. And you guys, like, she's not a crier. She's not a screamer. Like, it was kind of scary. And I hear Cernan go, oh no, oh my gosh. And you could tell he was like reacting, but trying not to freak the freak out, because he knew that that would freak her out. So what I was thinking was happening was she had gone number 2 in her pull-up and it like leaked out or something, because that has happened before, and then that freaks her out. Then they come into our bedroom. Cernan walks her into the room. You guys, I'm not even exaggerating. She had blood all over her. Her face, like this part of her face, covered in blood. Her mouth, it was like oozing out of her mouth. She had it all over her pajama shirt, all over her shorts. We went into her room, murder scene. It was all over her comforter. Not much on the floor, but mainly just like her comforter, her pillowcase, the bed, like the rails on her bed. I'm shocked. I almost broke down in tears, but she very much so vibes off of other people's energy, so I was just trying to like keep it together so that I didn't freak her out. And that actually really helped, because when I initially saw her, she was screaming, and she was just like, she wasn't even making any sense. She was like trying to say words, but they weren't coming out like anything. Oh my God, it was so terrifying. And I just said, okay, let's just go in your room and, you know, let's just get you cleaned up. We'll take off your pajamas and we'll get it all cleaned up, okay? Like, I was very like calm and almost like kind of like sing-songy and like happy about it. And she immediately calmed down. So we think she just had a really bad bloody nose. And I mean, she was sleeping, right? So like, who knows how long it was running for. And she was laying down, so that's probably why it was all over her face, and it was like probably running into her throat. That is our best guess, because both of her nostrils were like bloody on the inside. What freaked me out was just that it was in her mouth. Like, I was just worried she had like coughed it up or something, you know? Y'all, it was, I'm never gonna be able to get that image out of my head. It was absolutely terrifying seeing her with literally, guys, like, I don't wish I would have taken a picture, because that would have been like really inappropriate to do in the moment, but I wish I could show you guys, because I'm not exaggerating when I say there was blood all over the lower half of her face. She's completely fine, like she feels completely fine. So far nothing else has happened. Like, I'm wondering if her, you know, it's been dry around here lately, so I'm wondering if that kind of just affected her nose. And we run the AC at night, so that could also have something to do with it. But holy cannoli, that was one way to start the morning. She never went back to sleep. I didn't go to my class because at that point, I don't want to say I was shaken up, because I wasn't like, oh my god, I can't, you know, I wasn't shaken up. It was more of just like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this now. I'm not gonna worry about going to class. So, I mean, that's not really like allowed. It's like pretty frowned upon to just not go to a class, but you know, shit happens. So anyway, that is how our morning started. So we are getting a very late start today. It's 9:15. We would normally be out the door by now. Clearly we are not. We are going to go to SeaWorld today. And that is our plan. And then I also told her, because her pajamas got ruined, they were like one of her favorite pairs of pajamas. They had dinosaurs all over them. I told her we could go pick out another, she could go pick out another pair of pajamas, any one that she wanted. They were not, like, they were in no way salvageable. Like, we were able to wash the comforter and her pillowcase and the comforter cover, I think because we got to it like so quickly, and the blood came out. So that's good. But the pajamas, there was just no way. Y'all, I stood with her in her room. I knew she was gonna freak out if I asked her to take a bath, just because it was already so traumatizing. I didn't want to be like, oh, now let's go into the bathroom and run the bath and jump in the bathtub. Like, I just knew she was not going to be down for that. So I like sat with her in her room. While she was standing, I was sitting on the floor with the bin of wipes and was just wiping all the blood off of her for like 20 minutes. It was everywhere, like on her arms, all dried, like all on her legs. It was just, it was crazy. So anyways, you know, I just like to keep y'all in the loop, and this morning there was definitely a loop that y'all needed to be let in on. So she's currently watching her tablet. I already told Cernan, I'm like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, she's had so much screen time this morning today because she was up at 5 a.m. and I went back to bed. Cernan got his computer out and kind of did some work stuff, and she just chilled in bed with us because it was still dark out. She just chilled in bed with us until about 7:30, and that's when Cernan went and got actually he went around like 8 to get coffee and all that jazz. So I told him, I'm like, because I have to work later, and I said, you know, she's not gonna just, I don't want her having like more screen time today, I guess is my point. Okay, so my plan is to finish doing my makeup, get dressed. I'm gonna pack all of our stuff. I don't think I'm gonna bring a snack with me. Ugh, I feel like I should though. No, I probably will. I'll show y'all whatever I decide to bring for a snack. I feel like I have to because I don't know how long we're gonna be there. I was gonna say I'm not gonna bring one because I know I will be somewhat full from this protein shake, and I almost don't even want to be tempted to eat like anything, but like if I do get hungry, I'd rather have something keto friendly than go to some like shack, you know, snack stand or whatever and get something. So I'll show you guys what I pack for snack, and then Daisy and I will be on our way. So I'll probably check in with you guys in about a half an hour or so. All right guys, we're almost ready. It is 10:25. We are about to fly out the door. I wanted to show you what we're bringing in terms of like Daisy's lunch, my snacks, and then show you also that Premier protein that I've been working on. All right, so this is what I'm bringing for Daisy. She has turkey and strawberries, a quesadilla, and then a juice box. There's also an ice pack in here, so I'm gonna put in my cheese that I'm bringing for snack, and then I'm also bringing a 1/4 cup of the World Market chili lemon peanuts. Here I have the rest of my iced coffee and the Premier protein. Let me show you guys what that is. So this is the one that I am drinking. It's the cookies and cream flavor. It's delicious. It essentially just makes my coffee kind of taste like a little bit like chocolate milk. So my camera's not gonna want to focus. I'll give it to you in a second, okay? So here are the macros for the Premier Protein, 160 calories. Then calm down, please. 160 calories, 3 fat, 4 net carbs, 30 grams of protein. So that's all that I have currently tracked for this morning because that's all that I have consumed. I feel like I look so different when I have my makeup done with no eyeshadow on. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna head out because she's getting antsy. I don't blame her. I'm hoping that we have a successful SeaWorld trip. I'm very concerned about the fact that she woke up so early. Just cross your fingers for me. Friends, it's been a while. It is currently 3:51. We got home around 3. Daisy slept in the car, which was good, but she only slept an hour, so she's gonna go to bed tonight because she woke up so early. She was losing it. She did great at SeaWorld, but towards the end she was losing it a little bit, and it was so hot. I got very like very sunburned, very farmer tan on my arm.
Time for Wi-Fi.
Okay, 1 second, please.
Oh,
thanks. We're about to play Play-Doh, as you can see.
There's no more Play-Doh in here.
There's not?
No.
Okay. I'm almost done talking to the people, okay?
Okay.
So, you saw I was eating the cheese. I also ate half of the peanuts that I brought and a coconut LaCroix. I'm having another coconut LaCroix. That's all I've eaten so far today. Plus, obviously, the protein with my coffee. That just like filled me up, and I'm kind of happy about it. My macros are looking really good. I pre-tracked my dinner, so this is what I'm looking at for, let me bring it down so you can like, oops, see the whole thing. There we go. So here is what I'm looking at for the rest of my, in a second, okay? For the rest of my day. So I have, okay, I have 80 grams of fat left. I have, what, 86 calories left, 29 protein, 16 net carbs left. Okay, I will help you in a second. So I'm feeling really good about macros today. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have a snack. Cernan is gonna take her in about a half an hour to Target, and then I do work at 5:30. So once he takes her, I'm gonna figure out what I want for a snack because I won't be eating dinner until like 9:30. But this is great. I'm so pumped about the macros that I have left because it means I can have a decent snack and not feel guilty, maybe have a dessert, maybe have a drink. I'm really like jazzed on how those Premier Proteins made me feel this morning. I was satiated, I was not full. It didn't make me want to eat more, because sometimes when I intermittent fast and I kind of open that gateway to start eating, all I want to do is eat. Like all I want to do is snack and eat all of the things. So the fact that I'm like drinking my protein, I think really helps. I'll have the blue one. Somebody did comment on the haul that I posted today. Did I say today's Monday? Today's Monday, y'all are seeing this on Wednesday. That she thinks that those have maltodextrin in them. So I'll have to check that. Not my favorite. Not a deal breaker, but really not my favorite. So yeah, good day today. I'm exhausted, but good day, and so far so good on eating.
I got the too.
Oh, good. Do you want to talk to the people?
Sure. People, I'm playing with Baya today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Show them which Play-Doh is your favorite. Like which color? Oh, the green one?
Yeah.
Is there something on it?
No. Mama.
Did you show them your dinosaur tools?
Oh.
Ah!
My done the schedule.
Yeah.
Mommy, today we're making some candy, Mom.
Some candy. All right, y'all. So I will check back in with you when I figure out what I'm gonna have for snack. I'm gonna set them up like that.
Yeah.
All right. Say see you later, people.
See you later, people. First, you have to stack them up like that.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
First, you have to stack them up like that. All right, friends. It's 5 o'clock on the dot, and I just came upstairs. Cernan and Daisy just left to go to Target. She's very excited. She needs new fizzies for, she needs new fizzies for the bathtub. She was gonna get some new slime and then pick out her new pajamas. Remember, I had to throw away her pajamas this morning. So she's gonna pick out new pajamas. So she's very pumped about that. I am currently having a snack, like I said. Let me go ahead and show you. I'm trying to do like 17 things at once, so sorry I'm not like looking at the camera. Let me show you what I'm eating. So this is what I'm having for a snack. I made 2 Kegos, I guess is what we're calling them now. Kego, am I saying that right? The keto waffles. I'm having 2 of those. One is already like half eaten because I made it when Daisy was here and she wanted some of it. So I ate about a quarter and she ate about a quarter. I used 1 egg and a 1/3 cup of cheese. And then this is a serving of the cinnamon Ceylon pork rinds. I am also still working on my coconut LaCroix. And I brought up a Diet Coke because, to be honest, I could use the caffeine. I have a pretty easy schedule tonight. I have 2 standby classes, which I normally get called for. So I will probably be teaching those. And I'm kind of like, I'm ready to work. Like the one thing I do like about this crazy work schedule is through the day, I think of it as like a break. So I'm like, oh, at 5:30, I get a break from toddler life and I get to, you know, delve into something that I'm really passionate about. So I canceled a couple classes Friday night. Saturday, I canceled all my classes. I never work Sundays. And then this morning I missed my class. So, I'm looking forward to it. I've missed the children. What else was I gonna say? Oh, so macros wise, with this, I still have a lot. I have a lot of wiggle room today, which makes me feel really good. I'm pretty happy with everything minus my fat. I've only eaten about half of my fat. That being said, I have enough calories to have seconds for dinner if I'm still hungry. I'll go over a smidge on my protein, but not much. So if that needs to happen, then I'll be fairly happy with all of my macros today. You know, I've said this before and I'll say it again. When I'm tracking my macros, I really like to attempt to hit all of those categories. That being said, if I can keep my carbs under control and if I have a calorie deficit, all is good in the world. But I'll pop back on here once dinner rolls around. All right, y'all, I'm finally eating dinner. I feel like this looks so pathetic. So this is from the Southern Keto Cookbook. It is a pizza stuffed pepper. It's essentially like hot Italian sausage mixed with marinara, topped with mozzarella, pepperoni, and then Italian seasoning. They smell fab. They look delicious. Here are all of them for you if you'd like to see. They look really, really good. I will probably eat 2, just because I'm pretty hungry and I know I'm gonna eat some of the bell pepper, but I'm not gonna eat the entire thing. I'm mainly gonna be eating the goodies inside of it. It's 9:44. We're just getting around to dinner. I had to think about what thought I was just trying to process. I am gonna be having a video coming with multiple recipes from the Southern Keto Cookbook. I think it's gonna be 4 or 5 recipes, but it's gonna be a little bit, maybe like a week or so. I have never filmed a video like that before, so the filming is a little different, and then I'm doing a voiceover, and I have to like make sure that I film it on nights where we're not eating super late, so it usually has to be filmed on like a weekend. It's proving to be trickier than I thought, but it is going to be coming, and I'll probably put this recipe on there. This was so easy. Literally the hardest part to this was cutting all the bell peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and eat that. I am having a glass of rosé, and I am about halfway done with another LaCroix, grapefruit LaCroix. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. Speaking of comments, that just jogged my memory. So I checked the Premier Protein. There's no maltodextrin. But then someone else commented and said that they were in a lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit, because they lied about their macros or something. So I Googled it, and it's true. They recently settled a class action lawsuit because they claim that their drink has 30 grams of protein, but it really was proven to have 2 to 5 grams less than that. So that's kind of interesting. That doesn't really affect whether I would buy it again or not. And I'm happy to report that there's no maltodextrin, so just FYI. But if you'd like to leave a comment on this video, go ahead. Y'all know I'm in that comment section constantly chatting with you guys. I've had a lot of you email me lately, which has been really nice. And I just love our little community. It's growing and growing. Today, or I think it was earlier today, I hit 1,600 subscribers. So we're just gonna keep climbing, keep doing the dang thing. I will see you guys on Friday for a favorites video. I'm very excited to get that uploaded. It's gonna take me a gazillion hours to edit, but I'm excited to share it. Y'all know I love sharing things. I love sharing things I love with you. So I will see you guys on Friday, and yeah, I hope y'all have a great week. Bye, friends.